Tokyo Ghoul deserved better. This one? Have you watched his reaction to the One Piece? No. Am I going to react to his reaction to the reaction of One Piece? Alright, let's do this. Tokyo Ghoul deserved better.
The year is 2014. Flappy Birds is increasing the global rage index by 100%. People are going a bit mental, pouring a bit of cold water over their heads.
Fuck that year, man. Oh my god, fuck that year. If we were to drop a nuke on 1 year, I'm including that in the top 3. Fuck that year.
I'm working for a small little company no one's ever heard of called The Big Black Cop, and an anime called Tokyo Ghoul starts airing. This damn thing became inescapable. If you were on Tumblr, you'd see that goddamn edgy mask.
I still see that everywhere. You go anywhere, Newberry Comics, you go to fucking FYE, you go to Hot Topic, they sell this mask. Anybody that wears this mask, I'm judging you.
Get every convention you'd go to, and
that's the year I graduated high school. I graduated 2013. I'm old.
The world was introduced to one of the most iconic anime openings of all time, Unravel. If Renee's Circulation was the weeb smash hit song, this became our national anthem. Come on, don't lie. At one point, I know the beginning of this song was ingrained into your brain, and you wish you could match that raspy, scratchy-ass vocal texture the singer has.
The singer? Call him TK. That's how I do it.
You're welcome, headphone users. While the anime didn't exactly explode onto the scene, it was one of those shows that wormed its way into anime pop culture within the last 10 years. Shit's the 8th most popular anime of all time on now, behind Naruto and above Demon Slayer, with the manga comfortably sitting at number 5. You've seen memes and manga panels from Tokyo Ghoul spread around, most likely this one, which you know is
that Gojo?
From that famous scene in the manga where I think Ken Kaneki said, "I am the Tokyo Ghoul."
Holy shit, bro. He is the Tokyo Ghoul. I knew it. I told you, bro. I thought his name was Ghoulie.
I think it goes on to Morb after that. And seeing all this unfold before my eyes, I always had one question. Why Tokyo Ghoul? I remember watching the anime and thinking, well, this is a decently interesting shonen show, bit edgy, but nothing I'm gonna write home about. Then, like locusts, swaths of manga readers.
Yeah, remember when Kaneki said, nah, I'd win?
Would swarm around me and proudly exclaim, but did you actually read the manga? It's so much better. And I saw Kaneki's white hair and his fabulous black nails, and I was like, okay, manga readers, whatever you say. Now, isn't there a Jungkook fan cam you should be busy working on right now?
What'd he say?
Manga readers, whatever you say. Now, isn't there a Jungkook fan
okay, yeah, Jungkook.
Cam should be busy working on right now. I'm just saying, Tokyo Ghoul is a deep, complex story, and Ken Kaneki is such a tragic character that nobody understands.
That's you guys, bro. You could, y'all are a bunch of fucking crickets.
And I take offense to that last line. It's a Jimin fan cam I'm working on, actually. And so 8 years later, way past the point anyone still cared about Tokyo Ghoul, I thought, maybe it's finally the right time to actually give this a chance, and
I love the art for Tokyo Ghoul, bro. How could they fuck it up?
God damn it. The manga reader.
Punch! One Punch Man the Strongest is a One Punch Man the Strongest for sponsoring us today, and back to the video. Hiding in the underbelly of society is the secret world of ghouls. Carnivorous monsters that may look, act, and sound exactly like humans, except they are stronger, faster, have
Like, bro, the name Tokyo Ghoul is such a cool name, and the aesthetic of it, from what I've seen, like the manga covers or just pictures on the internet, it looks so damn good. And looking at this video right now, like the city, the vibe that it's giving, like how could you fuck this up? It's such like a renowned, like everybody has heard of Tokyo Ghoul. I'd be lying and a fake pre-watching fake reaction channel if I said I'd never heard the name Tokyo Ghoul. No, it's rushed, but how could you rush this shit?
Human abilities, but most importantly, they have a hunger they need to satisfy. One that
like, why rush greatness?
Food.
What are we rushing for?
That is only satisfied by feasting on the flesh.
Look at this shit.
Humans.
Ken Kaneki wants pussy.
Nice, just like all of us.
My boy's out here just trying to get laid and scores a lucky date, but unfortunately for our boy, before he can start eating the pussy starts eating him.
How does he get monetized? The second I say fuck, I get demonetized and limited ads.
Luckily, he's saved by some falling beans, except both of them get crushed, and to save his life, the doctors thought it would be a great idea to just transplant this random lady's organs into Kaneki, without knowing that she was a ghoul. So begins Kaneki's journey into the
Oh,
world
so
of
she's a ghoul and he's Tokyo.
ghouls, as he slowly learns to accept that he has become one. On the surface, Tokyo Ghoul is a series I didn't think would appeal to me, because when I looked at the show,
Oh, this appeals to me. This looks great.
Wait a minute. Ghouls are just reskinned vampires.
This is vampires,
This
yeah,
is
that's
a
what I was gonna
vampire
say.
series.
It's called
I'll be
Tokyo Vampire.
honest, I'm just not a big
No,
fan
Ghoul
of
sounds
vampire
better.
shows. Sure, there are definitely some cool ones, but a lot of the
I fucking hate vampires, bro. Like, what's everybody's obsession with vampires? Like, no disrespect to Dio and shit, but like, what's the obsession with vampires, bro? Fuck Twilight. Fuck that shit, bro. When I was a kid, or like even a teenager, girls were like orgasming about fucking vampires. Who cares?
times it's just not my
It's so boring, man. Like, what the fuck? Bite my ass. How about that?
vibe, especially the ones I see that have dark, sexy, brooding men.
That's why they love them. Shit like this.
Oh, he's so mysterious and sorrowful.
Oh, his fangs. Oh.
Oh god, I bet he doesn't have any hair on his nipples.
Why is he chewing on a child?
Seeing how popular Tokyo Ghoul got on there just reaffirms my preconceptions, because you gotta admit, some of these
Oh, it's Dream.
aesthetics radiate I'm 14 and this is deep energy. The type of show with a fan base you wouldn't be surprised buying a jar of corpse husband's bathwater.
He's such a cool looking character, man. Shit. Remake this shit immediately. Remake it.
And posting images like, there are two
The Dying Art of Anime music videos. Giguk. Oh, I want to watch that after.
wolves inside of me. One wants to eat, the other wants to eat. Maybe I'm just fucking fat. And at the beginning it seemed like pretty much that. Ghouls eat humans, so ghouls equal bad. Kaneki good, because he's fighting against bad ghouls. But when I started to really see what the story was about was with the introduction of the CCG, or the organization that was created to hunt ghouls. We get introduced to this guy, and I mean, just fucking look at him. I could put on a red spacesuit and run down the street shouting Among Us, and I would still look less sus than this guy. He shouldn't be let near a plague.
He doesn't look sus. What are you waffling about, Giguk, bro? He looks like a normal man. Normal New Yorker. Happy New Year, Jaya. Happy New Year to all y'all. Whatever year it is by you.
Around
I
that
don't
in a position of authority, so when we see him taking pleasure in murdering a young ghoul's mother, we kind of start to realize, wait, are we the baddies? Before you know it, different factions start forming on both the ghoul and human side of things, each with their own philosophies of the right course of action to take. Tokyo Ghoul crafts this world where the conflict just feels organic. Every single character has a reason they're part of this fight, a part of this war, and it always feels justified no matter how—
Y'all think they'll ever remake Tokyo Ghoul? Like, hearing about this shit, he's actually like selling me on this shit. Like, I actually want to read this. This seems like it's right up my lane. I really like the amount of love and like popularity this anime has, or this manga has, this name Tokyo Ghoul. I feel like, how could you not have like a big high budget perfectly animated anime Tokyo? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like you would sell so much just by doing Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul and Berserk. Do it. Enough with the bullshit, bro.
scummier person they may be. Sometimes humans are the monsters, sometimes ghouls are the monsters, a lot of the times both are the monsters, and in between there are a select few just trying to find peace in all this chaos. Tokyo Ghoul tricks you into thinking this is a story of the struggles of ghouls trying to find a way to exist in a world of humans. And then halfway through it's like, psych, bitch! Here's Tokyo Ghoul Re, where we shift perspectives to the opposite side of things and see the sacrifices humans need to make to protect themselves from the destruction and despair ghouls can bring. You can't blame ghouls for needing to consume the diets
Look at this shit!
to survive any more than
I want to
blame
eat with
humans
her
for defending themselves from being the hunted. In this world, there are no good guys and bad guys, just guys trying to survive in the place they were born in and are willing to fight with their life on the line to protect it. Every character has their own biases, their own prejudices, and the more you find out about them, the less you can blame them for feeling the way they do. And that's what I feel sets up what makes this series truly—
God, this music he has on in the background, so fucking epic, man. With his accent, it sounds beautiful. Nick, will you react to Bleach and JJK manga covers? That's actually a cool idea. I'm gonna write that shit down, bro. Reacting to manga covers. Thank you, bro. Shit.
shine, which is Kaneki himself. Now I fully admit, at the beginning every time Kaneki opened his mouth, I let out a big sigh and eye roll because it was a bit like
But as the series progresses, you see that he's the perfect character to carry you through this story. He's someone who's born as a...
I hate crybaby characters, bro. I wanna strangle them to death. I hate them so much. I wanna suffocate them with a pillow. I wanna smother them.
Human that was turned into a ghoul, and as such acts as the perfect middle ground between the two worlds. Here is...
Guys, who's the worst crybaby? He's not a crybaby? Bro hates Takamichi? Fuck Takamichi. I don't know. Oh, that's Tokyo Revenger, man. Deku cries. Guys, when I watch My Hero, am I gonna hate Deku? Be honest. Knowing me, knowing what I love and what I hate, would I hate Deku?
Someone who sees the twisted, unfair, broken world for what it is, and because of that he's in a constant internal battle with himself, unable to fully let go of his human side, but unable to fully accept his ghoul side. There are two wolves inside of him. Sorry, couldn't resist. The dynamic of Kaneki's internal struggle is to me what made this manga so compelling. Little by little, you get to see the transformation of this naive, young, whiny, annoying brat become a symbol of the two sides he represents.
He grows.
Tokyo Ghoul is Kaneki's story.
God, dude, the fucking art covers are so awesome, bro. Oh, it does deserve better. It literally says in the title, Tokyo Ghoul deserves better. Like, watching this video, I could tell you it deserves better. It looks so cool.
Story through and through, and seeing his journey and how it ties in thematically with the story being told, by the ending of Re, I could absolutely see why he became one of the most iconic characters in the world of manga. All this just because
Ken Kaneki wants pussy.
One thing that absolutely stands out is the art on display here. You can see Sunishida starting off a bit rough at the...
Like, look at this, man. I love watching the evolution of like a manga artist's drawings. Like, look at this shit, man. Look where it began. It's like you look at the Hunter x Hunter shit. Like, 1 second, it's like a picture. It's like a smiley face. Gon's like a smiley face with spiky hair, and then like the next page, it's some like insanely drawn, super detailed masterpiece. It's insanity.
The beginning, but as the series goes on, you can really see him coming to his own. Not only resulting in some legend.
Look at this, man. Like from this to that.
Legendary panels, but just becoming an absolute master at being able to portray a person's mental state. Kaneki's internal conflict wouldn't have hit nearly as hard if the manga wasn't able to so skillfully convey the raw mess of emotions people can go through. Dialogue bleeds in and out of speech bubbles, paneling loses all sense of structure. The page breaks down just as much as the characters do. When Ishida wants to show you a character's inner thoughts, you don't just see it.
You feel the brutality in this one panel right here. Look at the anger on his face.
You feel it. One of my favorite moments is when they introduce the concept of each scene.
Like, what the fuck? You saw what he was doing before? Now look at this shit.
CCG officer having to write a will and testament.
The author's name is Ishida?
Before they go off on a dangerous operation.
Part of the Kinshi clan?
Just in case. And we spend some time just seeing a few people's different approaches. Some send a final message to their family, some just detail who gets what assets. Then we zoom in on one fresh-faced guy who's having trouble writing his. He seems nervously enthusiastic about the operation that's about to take place, and so he ponders, and eventually writes the message he wants to.
The Ghoul the Ghoul detention center in the 23rd ward had been, I don't even know how to read manga yet. I know you read like right to left, but it's like I gotta get used to this shit, bro. Has been attacked by a number of ghouls, including the Owl. Every special investigator on the team was rendered combat ineffective. Oh my god, this looks, bro, the fucking shading and everything. You can feel the depression in this panel. I feel depressed. I feel sad. I'm about to start crying on New Year's Eve, bro. Who the fuck cries on New Year's?
Before we turn the page to see this. And you
I
understand
don't want to die.
Everything you need to know.
Is this a fucking manga? Is this the panel? Wait, what?
The page to see this. And you understand everything you need to know about what's going through this man's mind.
Bro, dude, I got fucking chills looking at this one panel right here. Oh my god. How do you rush this shit? Rush other animes. Rush fucking Spy Family.
This is why the manga is held in such high regard, but improperly handled this material, and you can very much easily misconstrue.
No, I'm not watching this. I'm not watching this shit, bro.
What makes this manga stand out. So, you know what? Let's talk about Edge.
Edge! On this day, I see clearly. Spear!
No, not that one. Not that one.
That one, yeah! Adam Copeland.
One either. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Shout out to Hedgehog. Where's that Damn Chaos Emerald.
I'm not gonna lie, one of the biggest things that put me off Tokyo Ghoul initially is that judging from the anime and the fan base that follows it,
What the fuck?
one of the biggest things that put me off Tokyo Ghoul initially is that judging from the anime and the fan
That's like Rudy sniffing Roxy's panties.
base that follows it, it just seems like it's trying a bit too hard to be edgy. I think this post I found sums it up perfectly. Why do people think Tokyo Ghoul is an edgy anime?
Bro, I don't understand that people that criticize stuff for being too edgy, but then they watch something that's too horny. Like, how could you complain about one thing being too much and the other just being too edgy? Like, what the fuck does that mean? It's too edgy. I mean, I understand what that means. Like, some music sounds like it's too, like, girl, I'm gonna bite your neck, I'm gonna suck your blood, and I'm a vampire. Like, I understand that, like, it's too much, but, like, I know shit that's too much. And I'd rather do too edgy than too horny. Too horny is fucking corny, bro. How often could you watch the same bullshit? Like, uh-oh, I dropped my glasses. Ha 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 ha. Oh, she's so clumsy, that Tama-san. Like, how much could you watch that shit, bro?
I had to ask this after I saw Mother's Basement Tokyo Ghoul video, where he said Tokyo Ghoul was edgy, and
like, honestly, like Corpse, for example. Like, I liked Corpse's music. I liked, like, what's it called? Forgot. Like for a while I was listening to, like, that E-Girl song, but then, like, I don't know, like, once you start listening more and more, you're like, it's a little too E-girly. No pun intended today. I mean, he even put it in the song, but I feel like Corpse's music now is more for, like, it's more for, like, those e-girls that post, like, pictures in their, like, black clothes on Twitter, and they try to get a retweet. Like, I feel like it's more for that. But then he occasionally comes out with a good song. Like, he did a song with I think he did one with Bring Me to Horizon. That song was pretty good. That was heavy. That was some heavy shit. But then, you know, when he does a song like, oh, I'm sad, I'm depressed and shit, Agoraphobia is great. Yeah, Agoraphobia is good. But, like, when it gets too e-girly, I cringe a bit. Like, there's some songs that play in the car, like, when me and Liv are listening to, like, newly released songs or, like, Release Radar on Spotify, it's just too edgy. It's the lyrics could be way too, like, fucking cringy and emo, and it's like, bro, you're in your, like, what are you, like, 26, 25? Like, Jesus Christ, man. Smile, fuck.
he'd rather watch Akame ga Kill. This triggered flashbacks of how my friends would say only Tumblr, emos, or people who shop at Hot.
Like this is who Corpse's music is designated for. Like, this is what it's for. This is who it's for. This is who it's targeted at. But then you'll have the occasional song that people like me or people like you guys, like us, we like. But then a lot of, like, music and shit is designated, just targeted for this. This is what it's for.
Shop at Hot Topic like
That's not emo, bro.
Tokyo Ghoul. I don't fall into any of these descriptions, but I do use Tumblr sometimes.
Fuck Tumblr.
I often find it hard to verbalize exactly what the
Stop
difference
pausing.
is between a story that's dark.
What do you want me to stop?
versus
Stop what? Huh?
Something that's edgy. What makes something like Berserk mature versus something like Akame ga Kill? Both are filled to the brim with violence, have messed up things happening throughout the story.
Okay, I know what he's saying right now. I know exactly what he's saying. I hate songs, music, same shit. Songs, movies, TV shows that are trying too hard. Fuck! Holy shit! Fuck! Oh, you fucking fuck! Sick motherfucker! Like, it's too much. Like, it comes out of me naturally. But then you have people that actually write scripts like that. When it's scripted profanity, when it's too edgy, and it's too meta, and it escapes the art. It's not. It tends to be more on, like, realistic shit, and it's not art anymore, bro. It's just I don't know. It's bullshit. I hate that shit when it's too much, like, too edgy. There's a point where it gets too much. I understand what he's talking about with that.
And are full of crazy, larger-than-life characters, but at the end of
Yeah,
the day,
too much seems so
edginess
forced,
is just
exactly.
a feeling that you get. Berserk is one of the most engrossing stories in the history of manga. There's depth to the characters, a reason for the madness, a message
Wow.
at the heart of the tale that can move the toughest of men.
Holy
Whereas for
shit,
shows like
bro.
Akame ga Kill, Mirai Nikki, Elfen Lied, you get the feeling that they are trying to be violent and shocking for the sake of being violent and shocking. Watching these give me the same feeling as seeing a teenager trying to seem way cooler than they
No, bro. Like, nah, It's not. I don't know.
Actually are, but where that boundary lies can differ from person to person, and the line between mature and edgy is something that can be paper thin. Tokyo Ghoul is a series that lives on this line. It was born there. My boy Kaneki set up camp up there and is navigating it like a goddamn trapeze artist walking down to the tune of Evanescence Bring Me Back to Life. But through his style of storytelling,
I don't know, man. It could be as edgy as it wants. If the art is this good, I'm gonna pay attention to it. At least it has that going on for it. L opinion on a Kame ga Kill take? Well, I feel like things could be too brutal sometimes, and I'm not a pussy. Bring me to brutality. But I'm talking about, like, you have one scene of a character, like, I'm not talking about Kame, I don't know about that, but I'm talking about other things. You shoot somebody, they die. But then you have part B, a different anime or a different movie where they shoot someone and their brain splatter, their eye pops out. Like, it's too much. It's fucking corny. It's too much. They're trying to be edgy. They're trying to be cool, and I hate that shit.
Ishida manages to keep his
It's
manga
corny to me. Like, I didn't even watch The Hangover. Oh, I love this shot.
feeling like it's gone full edge. You know, for the longest time, I saw this panel of Kaneki saying, "I am tragedy," being passed around on the internet.
I am darkness. I am evil. Wasn't there a Kagurabachi panel that people were making fun of that was something like that?
And I was like, oh,
I am revenge.
cut my life into pizza and give me a plastic fork because this edge is slicing me up. You know, I can't deny, with this aesthetic,
I am tragedy. Bring me your neck. I'm gonna bite it. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Fuck your father.
and style, out of context, this line of dialogue seems to fit perfectly. But it was only after
I am Tokyo Ghoul.
in the manga did I find out that this is a bloody parody edit. Kaneki doesn't say anything like this in this
Oh, he doesn't say it. I won't back away. I'm moving forward like a centipede.
series, but it shows that all it takes is changing a few words, a few lines of dialogue for Tokyo Ghoul to fall right down there into the depths of Edgeville. I felt that Ishida managed to avoid this when I was reading the manga, but in the anime, that definitely wasn't the case. And to properly portray my point, I gotta talk about one of the big early turning points in the manga, so if you haven't seen up to the ending of season 1 in the anime, then I'll be doing a spoilery timestamp on YouTube. Came afterwards. Right after this came
I might watch it. I might read it. I'm not looking at the spoiler. I'm gonna read it.
the direct sequel that they called Tokyo Ghoul Square Root.
What?
that came afterwards.
Right after this came the direct sequel that they called Tokyo Ghoul
He became a woman?
Square Root A, which is just
Square root A? Who the fuck is gonna watch that? Why would you name it that?
What the fuck does that even mean?
Square root A? Read it live? I'm gonna put a poll on my Patreon saying what should my first manga reading be? It's gonna be, but I feel like people are gonna pick Berserk. If I put like Berserk, Vagabond, Tokyo Ghoul, Hunter x Hunter, like continuing Hunter x Hunter from beyond the anime, shit like that. I wonder what people are gonna pick.
Whose bright idea was this? Did they just have a chronic fear of the number 2? Somewhere out there, a mathematician is crying right now.
Root A is a reference to and pun on the Aogiri Tree organization.
Divided by pi.
The second season. A is simply
Yo, they should have did that with Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, the final season, the final part, the final series, divided by the square root of A. They should have done that.
the first letter of
They
the
can still do it, there's still time.
And the root is a pun on tree root, since it's Aogiri tree. But it might be more accurate than I'm giving it credit for, because it makes about as much sense as the fucking season does. To call this season a glorified fanfiction would be an insult to fanfictions. Kaneki goes down a completely different
Guys, would you watch Attack on Titan, the square root of A? Be honest.
path, making a completely anime original adaptation, except somehow stitching things together so they kind of result in the same climactic fights and events, but since they did this while removing all character motivations and moments from the manga, absolutely nothing anyone does makes sense. This is what would happen if you gave the Tokyo Ghoul manga to Stevie Wonder and asked him to recreate the events he read.
I think he could. Yo, look at that shot. What happens to the human? Who receives them? Look at this fucking panel. That looks evil. I love it.
By removing the same context, by removing the small character moments, by removing all nuance and
My best friend, I am. Revenge.
the story, not only did the developments not make any fucking sense, but oh boy, get ready to walk down that boulevard of broken dreams because we're taking that lonely road right into Edgeville. Tokyo Ghoul is yet another victim of a manga with an anime adaptation that completely squandered everything that made it great. The Tokyo Ghoul readaptation tried to salvage it, but by that point it was too late. And even then, I just don't think the studios were good enough to portray the same emotions Ishida was able to etch into his manga.
All right, guys. What studio would you want to work on Tokyo Ghoul if they reanimated it? There's one studio I don't want to see in the chat. I am Atomic. Broken voice act? I wish. I'd love to voice act one day. Maybe one day. Ufotable? Ufotable, with this, like, style of Tokyo Ghoul, like, I'm seeing a lot of blood, seeing a lot of darkness, edge shit, highlights on the eyes and shit. I feel like Ufotable is really good at that shit. Bones would be cool. Wit Studio? No, I don't want to see Mappa doing it. I actually don't want to see Mappa. Like, excluding overworking their employees, I don't think Mappa would be great with this style. I think Ufotable, from what I've seen Ufotable do, like from that trailer we watched today, from Demon Slayer, I feel like this would be great for them. Fate, I think they do Fate too. I think Ufotable would be great. Bones would be awesome too. Fuck Mappa.
Do I think
the executives?
The manga is a masterpiece? Not quite. I think there was a quality dip in the later
Get the people that did the Dragon Ball Broly movie on Tokyo Ghoul.
half of Re, where everything started to feel a bit rushed, and I'm not gonna lie, some of the fight scenes are just really, really hard to follow. What a perfect reason for an anime adaptation.
Oh my god. A 6.38? Dude, what? Come on. Why?
But even though the road to get there was messy, Ishida found a way to give a conclusion to all his characters that left me feeling absolutely satisfied. There is so much more here than the edgy Tumblr show I originally thought it was, and I'm glad I gave it a chance. Tokyo Ghoul deserved better, and
that should be the fucking title of the next anime.
And I'm glad I gave it a chance.
Fuck Tokyo Ghoul divided by 2. Bye. Do this.
Deserved better. And I should have listened to the side of me that ignored my preconceptions earlier. Guys, I guess what I'm trying to say is, there are 2 wolves inside of me.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video.
I hated it!
Thank you very much this month
I'm joking.
Alpha Sigma, Basil.
Nicholas Light TV. Oh shit. That was a long video, bro. God damn.